Today we are going to discuss about the same topic, the judiciary. Today topic is the role of judiciary and jurisdiction of Supreme Court. Next one is High Court and litigation process and independent and impartial function of judiciary. And next one is a conclusion. So these are the topics we want to discuss today class. First one, role of judiciary. The judiciary can classified into three types. The first one is a dispute resolution. Next one, judicial review and upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights. So these are the three judiciary are classified into three bases. The first one, the dispute resolution means so the dispute means problems that is happen on citizen and the government. Okay, government means central government and state government. So these are the problems are issued that is are that is are required by the Supreme Court or High Court. So these are the things we are mentioned. First one, dispute resolution. Okay, the judicial system, so that is provide the mechanism of resolving between the citizen and government and the two state governments and central and state governments. So these are also called as a dispute resolution. And next one, judicial review. So judicial review means the judicial as the power declare law is unconstitutional. So unconstitutional means if one judicial that are passed in parliament means that is the law, that is act is unconstitutional means that is means so that is also interfere with the Supreme Court and again giving a clear law. Okay, that is also called as a judicial review. Next one is upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights. So if one citizen or believe something, okay, that fundamental rights, their fundamental rights have been violated means thus that kind of situation. So the Supreme Court, okay, or judicial part, so they interfere with the fundamental rights to give the fundamental rights of the citizen. Okay, so these are also the three judiciary system. The first one is a dispute resolution and judicial review and upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights. So next one, Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the highest court of India. So it is located New Delhi. So according to the Constitution of India, Supreme Court, that is a guardian of our Constitution and highest court of appeal. So these are also okay. So Supreme Court, okay, Supreme Court is the highest court of India that is located in New Delhi. So in next Supreme Court is our guardian of our Constitution, that is the highest court of appeal. Okay, these are also qualities having in a Supreme Court. Next one, jurisdiction of Supreme Court. Okay, in a Supreme Court, so what are the jurisdiction they are making? Okay, these are the things we want to discuss. Next one, the first one is a original jurisdiction, and next one is a appellate jurisdiction, and next one is adversary jurisdiction, writs jurisdiction, court of record, and special power. So these are the jurisdiction are given by the Supreme Court. The first one, original jurisdiction. The original jurisdiction means so that is the dispute between union, one or more states, between two or more states. This kind of issues that is happen in our country means so that kind of problems, that kind of issues going to Supreme Court, that kind of issues only discussed in Supreme Court. Okay, so these are the authority only having by the Supreme Court. Next one, these are the jurisdiction is also called as a original jurisdiction. Next one, the appellate jurisdiction. So appellate jurisdiction means so that is first of all, the first one, the decision made by the High Court. So that decision not satisfied by the any one person means so that is that decision against to appeal to that Supreme Court, that is also called as a appellate jurisdiction. So in this appellate jurisdiction guaranteed the certificate of High Court. Okay, yeah. So if one case is going to appeal, we want to appeal Supreme Court means so High Court giving a certificate, so that only we are moved to the Supreme Court. Next, adversary jurisdiction. So the adversary jurisdiction means the public importance referred. Okay, so public important referred, so that is by the president. Okay, these are the role in president. So what has happened means so that is there is a public important referred, so that is these are the things given by the court, these are the opinion given to the president. Okay, so these also called as a adversary jurisdiction. Next one, writs jurisdiction. So writ means order or command, that is order or command that is issued by court. So how to that is having means that's writing under a seal. Okay, so these also we are call it writs. So that the writ are issued by the Supreme Court. Writ also commonly issuing two court also, Supreme Court and High Court. Supreme Court, okay, so that is giving a writ under the article of 32, and High Courts under the article of 226. So we are all known article 32 is the constitutional remedies. Okay, right to constitutional remedies is also referred as article 32. So that is the writ are also given this article. Okay, that is a Supreme Court giving a article 32. But the High Courts, okay, under article 226 means so that a lot of the cases, for example habeas corpus, mandamus, this kind of okay, so this kind of writs is also called as comes under that article 226. Next one, court record. So court record, that is also maintains one. So that is court proceeding and discussion, these are also finding upon the lower court and High Court. So those are also maintained as records. Okay, so next one, special powers. So next these special powers means the Supreme Court only supervise functions of the lower court. Okay, so that these are the powers also having in the Supreme Court. Next one, High Court. So High Court, this is the highest court of the state. Every state in India has High Court. 2 or 3 states having a common High Court. So for example, Punjab, Haryana and Chhattisgarh having only one High Court. That is, High Court is also called as a common High Court. So it has original appellate writ jurisdiction. So below this High Court, there are subordinate courts in the states, that is also having them. Next, the litigation process. So there are 2 different types of legal section in India. The first one, criminal and civil laws are also having them. The first one, litigation means the legal action in a court of law, that is also litigation. There are 2 different types of legal section also having in our court. So the first one is civil and criminal cases, civil and criminal laws, that is also having that. The first one, civil law. So civil law, that is deals the dispute over money, property and social matters. These only, okay, comes under the civil law. And dispute relating to land, rent, marriage dispute, this kind of issues comes under the civil law. The petition has been filed before the relevant court by the affected parties. Okay, So and next the sentence and awarded in the form of money and remuneration as a part of that petitioner claim. Okay. So if one petitioner going to police station and fill the a petition, okay, and next one that is a petition are also submitted by the court, okay, and next so that is a petition according to the petitions the court give the sentences are awarded from money remuneration, okay, to the petitioner, okay. So this kind of law is also called as a civil law. Next one is a criminal law, means it deals with the conduct or act, okay, so that the law defines as offense, okay. So that is a that the conduct or act, so that the law as defense means that kind of cases is also called as a criminal law. For example, theft, murder, and women harassment, these kind of law, these kind of cases is also comes under criminal law. It is usually begin with the logging of an FIR, okay. So that is the police investigation. During the police investigation, logging an FRA, FIR. So that is a procedure of criminal law. Next one, the punishment is awarded if proven guilty, accused sent to jail. Okay, so these are also called as a criminal law. Next, so the importance, okay, important and impartial function of judiciary. The formers of the constitution established independent and impartial judiciary in India. Okay, so that is a judicial system of our country is the impartially one, okay. Okay, next that is judicial system of our country is a independent one, the important for the purpose of fair justice. If one, okay, we are get fair justice means these are the two things of our justice is very important, okay. So that judicial, that means court are also function impartially, and after that independently, okay. These are the two categories are very essential for that judicial system. India is a democratic country like India. Judiciary, that is okay, the custodian of rights of citizen. Therefore, the framers of Indian citizen at the time of framing our constitution were concerned about the kind of judiciary our country should have. These concerns of matter of Constituent Assembly were responded by Dr. B. Ambedkar in the following words. So there can be no difference of opinion in House that our judiciary must be both independent of the executive and must also be competent in it. And the question is how these two objectives can be secured. Okay, so these are the words from Ambedkar. Next, an effective judiciary should be independent as well as accountable. Okay, so if on judiciary having means that judiciary, so how to having means so independent, and next one is accountable. Okay, so these are the qualities having, okay, in the effective judiciary. And the independent of the judiciary is exercise of the function and judges and unbiased manner, that means free from the external influence, okay. Next one is the public interest litigation. Public interest litigation is a litigation, okay, filed in a court of law for the, okay, protection of public interest. And these the Supreme Court introduced this system which allow a person to approach the court with his case. Public interest litigation can be filed the following reason, such as the first one, violation of basic human rights and religious rights. And next one is pollution and road safety. So these are, And next, this could be done by the written letters starting the case, and this concept is unique to the Indian judiciary. Next one, conclusion. Judiciary plays a crucial role in a democratic state. Judiciary is a custodian of the constitution and guardian of fundamental rights in India. So the large representative democratic of the world possess a well structured and independent judicial system. Okay. So okay, student, we are complete today's class. I hope that we are clear about that topic. Thanks for watching. Thank you, one and all.